Hello everyone, thanks for pressing play. Welcome back to another episode of ExcaliburCCGTV. He is with me, and he is Randy. I am Chris, we are ExcaliburCCG.com. Guys, every week we come to you in video format to talk to you about great comics hitting the shelf, and we are talking about comics for April 9th, 2014. Lots of stuff hitting the shelf this week. Thanks for pressing play. Guys, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter. The links are below. The subscribe button is about right here. It's over here somewhere. So subscribe to us, guys. We talk comics every week. We love engaging with you guys. Tell us what you're getting. Tell us what you're reading. And we're just going to dive into the show here. I believe, Randy, you have some stuff to show off to us.
Yeah, I do. First off, I'd like to make the correction. I was not ill last week. I was busy. Helping the All-Father there. Had to do a little off-planet kind of help here. So,
And
I'm worthy.
is it?
Not worthy.
It's not.
So-
What the? It's not happening for me, guys.
So,
Unbelievable. Well, we're glad you're back, sir.
I'm back. I'm
You're
back. And I've got a lot of cool things to show you guys. Most exciting here is probably that we have a lot of new pop vinyls.
Cool.
A lot of Game of Thrones pop vinyls, like probably the most favorite character there of a lot of people, Tyrion Lannister.
Tyrion.
And also, we have old eyebrows herself, Daenerys. And look, the giant eyebrows are there.
They are there.
They are there.
They're large and dark.
And I've heard this guy's kind of a sweetheart, I believe.
Oh.
Joffrey.
Good
nice
Lord.
guy. Nice guy, yeah.
No. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got those. We've got a couple of other ones. There's another Lannister that we have here that I didn't even know existed, and Ygritte, and a couple of other ones. So nice, cool pop vinyls. We also have the Dark Horse figures that we've gotten in as well. It was Drago. How do you say his name?
Khal Drogo, I think.
Yeah, him and the Ned Stark, I guess, Sean Bean character.
Okay, yeah.
And then Tyrion Lannister, one of those. And those are more like lifelike kind of little statues that we have of those.
Yeah.
And also, are you afraid of the dark?
I was at one time in my life.
You still are, aren't you?
Maybe a little bit.
Admit it. Well, we have the Batman lamp.
What?
Seriously, how awesome!
Oh, this
is
is
the
awesome!
Batman lamp? Somebody's going to snatch this up. This is way
awesome.
too cool. Someone to protect you in the night, because he's up and about during the night.
This is so cool. This is really cool, man.
Yeah.
That is really nice.
So we've got an awesome Batman lamp here at the store. So always like cool things that we're getting in. See something that you like, let us know. We can put it back for you. Not forever.
Exactly.
Send it to you. Something like that.
Exactly. No, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Those are some cool pop vinyls, and I totally dig that lamp.
I was hiding that from you because I knew you'd love that.
Because I didn't see it over there before.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Guys, those are some new and notable items here in the shop. If they're not available at your local comic shop, give us a call. We will help you out with getting those into your hands. Moving on. Guys, this past weekend was the release of Captain America, the Winter Soldier.
That's right.
So, question of the week is going to do with Captain America. Okay. Tell us about the movie if you saw it. Don't spoil it, please. But the question of the week is this. It's kind of a two-parter, so feel free to answer each part as many times as you would like. The first part is, what is your favorite Captain America comic book storyline? And the second part is, what is your favorite Captain America comic book moment?
Okay.
Ever. So, guys, favorite Captain America storyline? Favorite Captain America moment? Randy, you're up, sir.
That's a tough one. There are a lot of good ones, and I know someone's going to mention Brubaker, so I will skip Brubaker because that was an amazing run from beginning to end on his. And I'm going to go with the Bloodstone Hunt. Oh. That is one of my favorite Captain America stories. That's probably the second story I read of his, and that was Mark Grunwald writing it, and that was everything you could want. It was just a giant, fun Indiana Jones style adventure with everybody. Diamondback was there. That was Cap's girlfriend at the time. They had Crossbones. They had Batroc, and Machete and whoever the third guy was. It had everybody, and it was a story consisting of Baron Zemo wanting to get the Bloodstone there. So, awesome story. Loved it. The moment for me does not come from a Captain America book.
Okay.
The moment for me comes from, I don't know what issue it was. 4 or 5 of Infinity Gauntlet.
Yes.
Is this what you were going to go with?
Yes.
Oh, then I'll let you tell your story. Or what's your favorite story or storyline? Go ahead.
My favorite storyline, guys, isn't even a Steve Rogers storyline. It was when the other guy was Captain, Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker had taken over to be Captain America, and he was being hounded by the Watchdog group. Okay. And because the left winger and the right winger had ousted who he was and who his parents were, the Watchdogs got a hold of his parents and ended up killing him. But the storyline for me, that issue where he kills them all, was just, I'll never forget that. It's like it's one of my most lasting comic book impressions in my mind ever. Mark Grunwald was writing that, and Kieran Dwyer was on art.
Oh, was that Dwyer?
That was Dwyer. Okay. And dude, it was as fantastic as, to me, I just remember it being as fantastic as it was brutal. Captain America issue number 345, if I'm not mistaken.
That's near the end of that story arc.
Exactly.
That starts in like 320s there, where he first becomes, and all of that full run is awesome.
It was
the
so
whole thing
awesome
with the Captain America, or Steve Rogers becoming the captain.
Exactly.
He teaming up with D-Man and everything. Love that run.
Yeah. So that's my favorite storyline.
Yeah.
And now on to, because obviously we didn't talk about this beforehand, but obviously our favorite moment is the same thing. So lead off, sir.
This to me is what makes Captain America great, because you have someone that, he has powers, but I mean, I think at the time he didn't, because they've gone through and they've had where he does have the super strength, he doesn't have super strength, all this different stuff. But this is what puts him, to me, above someone like a Batman, because Batman is like, I'm prepared for this situation. Let me reach into my belt and pull this out.
Right.
Captain America, he has watched everybody fall to Thanos.
Yes.
And everybody's down. The biggest guns that they could possibly send against them. And what is it that he says? Do you recall?
If I remember correctly, he stands in front of Thanos, and I think he has broken bones. Thanos just dodged the Silver Surfer bullet.
Yeah.
And as Thanos is just laughing at him, thinking that he's just puny, there's nothing to him, he looked at him and said, as long as there are people like me to stand up to people like you, you will never win.
The guy that is an ordinary Joe standing up next to Thanos.
Yes.
And he's just like, as long as I'm here. And I mean, in the next panel or two, he just like whack.
Yeah.
Cracks, kills Cap and stuff. But it's still one of those awesome moments that he stands up. He doesn't even bat an eye. I love it.
Yes. And it wasn't just Thanos. Remember that. It was Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. So, ruler, master of time, space, dimensions, everything.
Yeah.
And just crippling, unimaginable power. And that is Captain America.
That is a defining moment. That's what I love about him. He will never give up, whatever the situation is.
Never. So, guys, that's it, man. Just tell us your favorite Captain America storyline, and then tell us your favorite Captain America moment. Just that moment that cemented who Captain America is to you for forever. So, guys, answer below. Log into Google+. Tell us what it is. If you saw the movie, tell us if you liked it, disliked it. Don't spoil it, please, okay? We'll spoil it later. Guys, moving on. We're talking about some great comics hitting the shelves for April 9th. We're going to start off with our storylines. Just a couple of things to hit. We don't have the Forever Evils and the Ultimate stuff and all the other stuff. We got just a couple of things.
Sin, none of
it even hit yet. So, but there are a couple of things we are going to point out to you, because there's some big things that are happening. I'll go ahead and lead off. We got Deadpool number 27 hitting the shelf.
That's
one of you YouTube commenters mentioned something. Hey, what about a spotlight on Deadpool? Well, here it is. Deadpool is getting married. To who? I don't know. The idea of him getting married just blows my mind. This is going to be a trip. And guys, this will probably be the most important issue, number 27, of any comic ever made.
Detective?
Even more important than that, because Deadpool's getting married. But guys, issue number 27, huge double-sized issue. Just about everybody that has ever written Deadpool is contributing to this issue. So you got the
not just written, I think drawn too, isn't it?
Maybe so. I did see a part.
No, I thought that they had McGinnis, but maybe they don't.
I don't think he's on board.
Okay,
but
it is the writers, definitely.
Yeah. I think every single one that has ever written is going to be on board, writing a bit piece here or there with this double-sized issue. I don't know. I don't know. Give the man some credit. Deadpool's still around. But guys, Deadpool fans, don't miss the wedding. Moving on, a series that started last week, which is a mini-series.
Yeah.
And we're just including this in the storylines because it was part of it, stemming out of a huge storyline, is the What If Age of Ultron #2. And like each issue focuses on what life with Ultron or the Age of Ultron would have been like if one Avenger was missing. If Wolverine, like in the first issue, like in the storyline, he went back to kill Henry Pym and did so. First issue explored what if the Wasp wasn't there. This second issue is going to explore a world without Iron Man. And in this particular issue, these are all done in one stories. And in this particular issue, we get to see an alternate version of the Fantastic Four, like we've mentioned before in the past, led by Amazing Spider-Man, got Ghost Rider, Wolverine, and the Incredible Hulk. Teaming up to find what may be the ultimate weapon against Ultron, the forgotten Iron Man. So, we will see what's going on with this particular issue. It's a what-if story. There's one coming out every week for a total of 5 issues. So, guys, if you're into what if, pick it up.
I thought it was what if Age of Ultron, what if Ultron was actually in the book, but...
Yeah.
Apparently it's still not. The last event that we have going on, this is a prelude book for it, but Superman Doomed is about to start up here, and it begins in Superman Wonder Woman #7 here. Doomsday has awakened. That means everything is in danger.
Yeah.
And I don't know what has occurred to make this happen, but somehow there is a nuclear blast, and you're going to find out exactly how Superman and Wonder Woman survive a nuclear blast. We'll see.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And guys, there's a bunch of stuff. Hey, someone else was asking, hey, what's some of the top stuff I should be getting every week?
Yeah.
One of the commenters, you replied to him last week. Just 2 tips, and I'm not. It's all this is going to be. You may want to pick up Aquaman and the Others #1.
Yeah.
And you may want to pick up Superior Spider-Man #30.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. Moving on to new #1s hitting the shelf this week.
That's right.
What are you wanting to lead off with, sir?
Ooh, we have 2 really big ones. So we have a lot of big ones here.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with one of my favorite characters who I have his first appearance. Haha, I love it. Iron Fist, the living weapon, is coming out. This is Kari Andrews on both the art, the writing. It's all him in the book. We have the book focusing on Danny Rand. Where's he been? I guess we're going to find out where he's been, what's happening. He's got to go back to, how do we say it, Kunlun. He's got to go back to his own hometown, mystical training place there where there seems to be an all-out kind of war or something happening. Yeah. And he's just... I guess thrown into the thick of things with it. Yeah. But you have an awesome creator who's going to take one of my favorite characters, and I think that this right here could be a book that people may want to pick up here that could fly off the shelves.
Yeah, really looking forward to that. And moving on, guys, another weekly series starting this week with a brand new #1, Batman Eternal.
Yeah.
#1. Scott Snyder, Jason Fabok starting us off. This is going to be a weekly Batman book. Yeah. So all of you Batman fans, there are multiple writers lined up. Jason Fabok and others will be doing the art. We got a Batman book hitting every week. Mm-hmm. Every week. And that's in addition to all the everything else. The bat wings, the bat whatever, the bat this and the cat that and all that. So that's it.
And the cat.
But guys, this issue focuses on Commissioner James Gordon actually being on the wrong side of the law. So we're going to see where this starts off with this new Batman Eternal, where it's taking us, what happens to Commissioner Gordon. and see what they're going to do with Batman Eternal. Scott Snyder has been hitting it out of the park. Jason Fabok is a fan favorite Batman artist already from his run on Detective Comics that he was doing beforehand. Top-notch creators. Check it out.
Yeah, definitely. Should also mention that that's going to be taking a look at kind of like his relationship with different people.
Yeah.
Different people, his city, different stuff like that.
Cool.
So, Image Comics has an interesting book coming out here. I say interesting because it's one of those that is an ongoing, it's announced as an ongoing, and could be a smash hit for them. It's been kind of a little while since they've had one that's just run away with a huge hit, and this could be one of them. This is Shudder #1. Joe Keating is the writer on it, and this is the artist is Leila Del Duca. I'm going to say that she's done some independent kind of stuff, some of her own work here, but now this I think is her first major contribution to a comic book. And we have the character Kate Christopher. She is a bit of an Indiana Jones type character, we'll say. She used to be the most famous explorer, adventurer that was on her planet, and her planet Earth, I say. It is Earth, but it's not exactly our Earth. It's a more fantastical kind of Earth. And there's a family secret that's going to be, that is threatened to slip out here. I don't know exactly if it's harmful secret or what the deal is, but the secret's going to escape, and it forces her to get back into this life that she seems to have left behind. So, fun sounding series here. I'm interested to see. It's kind of going up against, they just had Tomb Raider re-released with Gail Simone, so we'll see, are there some similarities to the character. If you like Tomb Raider, you may like this. If you like Indiana Jones, you may like this. If you're just looking for something new and different, you may like this.
Exactly, and that's what Image delivers. So hopefully they'll have a runaway hit here. Guys, another one hitting the shelf this week. It was the mini-series Marvel thought you wanted and you never asked for. The all-new Doop, #1, 5-issue miniseries featuring the infamous mutant Doop. With his own look, his own language, everything. Peter Milligan coming on board for writing. David LaFuente, who did some Ultimate Spider-Man stuff, various other things as well, is coming on for the art for this 5-issue miniseries. We get to take a look at Doop, who may possibly be the most powerful mutant of them all.
And let me correct you there.
Go ahead.
The creator of Doop, Peter Milligan, is coming back on board.
Thank you, because I wasn't sure if he created him or not.
He and Mike Allred were the ones, and Mike Allred's going to be doing the covers for this series. So, the creators of Doop, at least half the creative team is back.
Is back. But guys, here we go. Let's see here. He's going to be, actually, it looks like he's going to be teaming up with Kitty Pryde maybe a little bit with this miniseries.
Yeah.
So we'll get to see it. And if you've been reading the new Wolverine and the X-Men series, he's a pretty powerful character. Yeah. He did a KO to one of the newer mutants in the mythos there, Rockslide. Like literally punched him out of the building into like the next football field or something. It was crazy. I did not know Doop could do that.
Yeah.
I don't think we really know what Doop can do.
Well, we know he's kind of like a Squirrel Girl in that, he goes off on his own adventures and they're grand adventures where he's like uber powerful and saves the world. Squirrel Girl does that too. So, she could take down Doom and
exactly.
So I think Doop's kind of that same style character there.
Yeah.
So, ladies love him. He loves the beer more kind of thing.
It was like a fun mini-series, guys. Fans of Doop, this should be on your pull list. Check it out. Tell us about it if you read it. What's next for you, sir?
I'm totally excited about coming right out of last week's Survive, all new Ultimates #1.
Yes.
And this is Michelle Fife, I guess is how you say his last name there. I apologize if I'm saying it incorrectly. He is kind of a name within the indie community here, and this is some of his first big work for one of the big two companies.
Yeah.
And this is the Ultimates now. They're not really the all new Ultimates so much as they are the young Ultimates. And we have Spider-Man, Black Widow, Kitty Pryde, Bombshell, Cloak and Dagger. They are taking on the Serpent, their street gang, led by Diamondback. So Diamondback, who I just mentioned earlier.
Exactly.
So led by Diamondback, and there is also a team, some official team, federal team out there on the hunt for this serial killer Scourge. So, lots going on. I'm excited for this book. I want to see how everything shapes up here.
Yeah, I like the addition of those two characters. I don't think we've seen those two in the Ultimate Universe at all. If I'm not mistaken.
Scourge, I thought...
Did he show up?
Maybe Scourge is someone different, because who was... in Spider-Man's the book, they had the police detective who had that alternate identity.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't sure if that was Scourge or not.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
Still, I'm totally on board. In the preview pages I've seen of this, I really like the artwork that I've seen.
Yeah.
So I'm totally on board. I'm going to check this out as well.
Another huge hit, because, that, was it David LaFuente, Marquise, who's still doing the Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Sarah, how you say, Pacelli?
Pacelli. Yeah.
They've had some huge artists come out of the Ultimate Universe there.
Yes. Guys... And this is another number one from Marvel. People have been begging for the return of Nightcrawler. Number one hits the shelf.
Yeah.
Fan favorite X-Men writer Chris Claremont's on board with Todd Knock on the art, and it sees the return of Nightcrawler from heaven, teaming up with Wolverine for a road trip, doing what Nightcrawler loves to do: swashbuckling, charming ladies, and having fun along the way. So. Check it out. I mean, he's returning back to a place where things are totally different than when he left, because now Professor Xavier's dead.
Yeah.
Cyclops is on the run. There's a school.
Yeah.
Just so many things have changed. So we'll get to see how he reacts to that, what he and Wolverine and what their adventures are going to be like. And guys, if you're a fan of like the classic X-Men runs with Chris Claremont and all the stuff that he did, this is going to be like the team up of a lifetime for you.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Apparently Nightcrawler couldn't sustain his own book. He had to have Wolverine helping him out.
Oh, he dropped that bomb!
We'll see. On to the favorites.
Let's do it.
Some really cool books coming out here. First up for me, Avengers Underground number 2. We found out they kind of got the gang back together here. A lot of the characters, not everybody. And they were concerned with Colin Bloodstone, and his obsession with arcade, which led him to the Masters of Evil.
Right.
However, when they next see him, it looks like he might be with them now, not fighting against them.
Exactly.
So it looks like there may be a little help from the Son of Satan in everything here. I guess what's their choice? Their choice may be to join up with the Masters of Evil.
Also, one of our favorites that we read, top of the stack usually every week when it comes out, East of West, number 11 hits the shelf. And this book is going to show us some more of the Bride of Death. Shaolin.
Oh, nice.
Supposedly, like we've mentioned before, caveat, buyer beware. We've given you several solicitations before in the past, and the issue that shows up is something totally different. But with that last issue, that was just awesome.
Bang.
That, 50-mile shot that took out. Well, I'm not going to spoil that for you because it was so awesome and you need to read it. But guys, now with this issue, we should be taking a look at the Bride of Death and her moves that she's making with her nation among the world, and what she's looking for now. And everybody basically is looking for their son.
Yeah.
So everybody's involved in some way, shape, form, or fashion. It looks like.
And their son is bad.
It's crazy. It's crazy. There's so much, guys. This is the series you got to be reading. If you're not, get it. Get the first trade. The second trade will be out soon. Read it. Tell us about it. Get it. What's next for you, sir?
Next up for me is Mighty Avengers number 9 coming out here. Loving this book. Okay. It is awesome. This one here, sink your teeth into this issue. Hint, hint. You are going to find out who finally is behind the Ronin mask. Yeah, and we also get to see the Blue Marvel facing off against one of his... somebody from his past. This one's a little personal, but somebody from the negative zone there, and it's bad right now for him. We'll see what exactly happens, how he can fix things. This book is one of my favorite Avengers books going on right now.
I'm digging it.
Loving it.
And I'm loving the artwork. Honestly, I'm wanting more of the Blue Marvel.
That's some shitty artwork, but some awesome artwork. Is that how you say the guy's name?
I guess it is. SCHITTI or ITI.
Yeah.
Sheedy or...
I don't know. But...
I'm not cussing, Mom, I promise. Guys, Walking Dead, 125 hits. And I can't even say the solicitation for this one because it's F-bomb, F-bomb, F-bomb.
It was written by Negan.
It was written by Negan, exactly. But guys, this is the next to last. I thought it was 14 parts. It's 12 parts.
Oh,
This is the next to last
part. They must have cut that down.
I guess so. 12, just part 11 of part 12 of All Out War. Last issue, we saw some major things happen there. We don't know what's going to happen with Rick.
Yeah.
And we saw, it really looked like Negan had the upper hand in a lot of ways. So, I don't know, man. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Walking Dead is like post All Out War. I want to see what's happening there, and I'm totally looking forward to this issue. Check it out and see where we're going.
Yeah, I think we all know what happens with Rick.
We probably do.
They could have done things a little bit differently there. That's all I'm saying.
What have they done? What if he just loses another body part?
I would love to see like Stump Rick taken on. No, last up for me. This is probably a surprise for some of you guys. Captain Marvel #2. I know there are some die-hard Kelly Sue DeConnick fans out there. I know there are some die-hard opposers to Kelly Sue DeConnick's writing out there. I really try and give her writing a chance here. This book, the first issue for me, did not necessarily work, but it was not her fault because it was some great writing on her part. It was the fault of Marvel for wanting to throw this in as a #1. It shouldn't have been because the new readers like myself and others are totally lost as to who a lot of characters are. However, the good thing is that Carol Danvers has a new assignment which takes place in space with possibly a certain group of Guardians that we're familiar with. And so this makes for a good entrance point for a lot of people because she is now off on a totally new adventure with totally new characters that she'll be meeting, and it looks like she is being thrown directly into a war as she gets there into space. So we'll see if she can get her footing, who the new characters they are that they introduced to her cast. And you got kind of a hint to some of them last in the first issue. But first issue is still available with us, I know. Yeah. Pick that one up. Pick this one up. It has the amazing, beautiful, dynamic, fluid art of David Lopez. Yeah. So that to me is the big win. DeConnick's writing, I'm giving her credit right now. It's been good so far.
Cool. Very cool. And guys, that's it for me. There is so much more that is hitting the shelf. Honorable mention to Flash Gordon #1 hitting the shelf. If you're a Flash Gordon fan, be sure and check that out. So this and so much more is hitting the shelf this week.
Yeah. Royals has been a big one.
I love Royals. That's hitting the shelf.
Skip loves it.
Skip loves it too. Hey, way to go, Skip. Nice on you. Skip, I won a Captain America review, so you've been warned, sir. But guys, that's it for this week. Yeah. We're going to wrap it up there. Guys, all this and more. Tell us, don't forget the question of the week, your favorite Captain America comic book storyline, your favorite Captain America comic book moment. Tell us about the movie if you saw it too. Don't spoil it. Again, don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. I can't emphasize that enough. Don't be a jerk. Don't spoil it, okay? But guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't below. The MP3 is available. I'm late saying that. I should have said that earlier. But we're ExcaliburCCG.com. He's Randy. I'm Chris. We are Excalibur Comics, Cards, and Games in Shreveport, Louisiana. Texarkana, Texas as well. And we do have more information coming your way about Free Comic Book Day as well as our Mega Sale. So, guys, more info will be coming about that with our next videos. Until next time, anything to add, sir?
Sounds good.
Awesome. Be safe. Read great comics. Take care.